Alright, here we go. Let's see. Okay. Think we're... Are we going? Let's see. Yep. Looks fine to me. Okay, so tonight what we're going to be working on, hopefully, is actually rendering stuff to the PDF that isn't just the title or the date. So this should be fun. Basically, I've made a start here. If you've been following the repo on GitHub, you'll notice that I've added this here, which is not working. We've got another segmentation fault, which is always fun. So basically the idea here is that whenever, if we look over here in the parser, basically if you don't find any regular expression, or if the parser doesn't find any regular expression, what's going to happen is it will call this drawLine function here, which is over here. And so that, you know, we initialize fonts and the painters, whatnot, within Podofo. And then basically this is a work in progress. This thing here basically needs to check if this is a new paragraph, then it will set the y coordinate to, it will offset the y coordinate and make a new begin text call, or a new text section basically. And if it's not a new paragraph, then it's just gonna add the text to the existing text, if that makes sense. So over here we've got begin text, so that's multiple text strings on a page, and that's how we're going to use, I think that's how we're going to do paragraphs anyway. So yeah, if it's a new paragraph, then what it will do eventually is start a new one offset from the previous one, or the previous object on the page. And if not, it just adds to the existing one. And we've also got, if page number is 1, then it will start. I need to find a way of finding it if it's the first thing on the page, because if it is the first thing on the page, then I need to set where it starts, and if it's not the first thing on the page, then it will be relative to the last thing that was printed on the page. But basically, if it's the title page, it leaves space for the title and date. If it's not the title page, then it doesn't leave as much space. And this is commented out because it's not currently working. So what I tried to do here was just hard code things so that you know, it's less likely to go wrong. But there's still a seg fault, which means, well, which would imply that something is pointing to nothing. And I'm not sure what that is. So that's what we're going to try to work out. So if we make all... Yep. Yeah, segmentation fault, core dumped. And it's not... I've been trying to work this out. Stefan did email me about this, about the seg faults and what to do about them. But I've had some issues with my email recently, and that mail is not on the server that I'm currently using, so I need to mess about with that to get them to get those mails back. So it would help if we could see what's being dumped. Oh, wrong one. Because it's not dumping the core. You can see here there's no core there. No. I did set my I did set it to unlimited, so it shouldn't. It should dump the core, but yeah, core file size unlimited, dataseg size unlimited. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let's check the make file. Pretty sure it's been, yeah. Yeah. Oh, nothing to do. And we're not getting anything dumped, which is not convenient. So what do we do about that? Let's take a look. Oh, this looks good. Let's take a look. So, okay, good. So that's how that's supposed to look. So if we try that again, test core dump. Yep, there we go. Oh, that's not how we want to view that. Let's see. Pretty sure, yeah. Oh, that's not good. You just install, yeah, just install GDB, right? Generate program terminated with signal segmentation fault. Get font. Okay, so it looks like it was an issue with the font. That's strange, actually. That wasn't what I was expecting. Okay, so font cache, get font. Let's take a look then. I wonder if, is there anywhere else where I have issues? I don't see any spelling issues. No, haven't really done much different to what I did before, which is what I'm finding strange. Hmm. further now. PDF font cache, get font. Right, let me check if everything still works if we just don't call that, just to make sure that is what's causing the issue. So the parser yeah. So it's nothing wrong with that. It's definitely the draw font or draw paragraph, sorry. Can't work out what's wrong with it though. Because we're doing the same things that we did before. Near enough the same thing that we did with the list item. Hopefully make a new page. Is that gonna... doubt it'll make a difference, but we'll call it and see. Yeah, cord up. Actually, give me a second. I'm just gonna grab my ThinkPad so that I can check my Discord at the same time. If I can get this drawn paragraphs tonight, then we'll maybe play some Guitar Hero. Right. Actually, we should probably do this here as well. Actually, I can just copy that. And plop it in. Oh. Here, change. It will be something stupid. It will be something really stupid. Actually, why don't we... let's do that. Why don't we comment this out? No, not just one. There. And... let's just do something like... just to see if it actually prints that. Just without using this new function that we've never used before. Terminator logic error. Aborted code dumped. Right. That's the one, isn't it? Maybe not. Which? Nice. Let's get rid of these. Oh, I see the new one now, actually. Yeah. Okay. What's that? Throw new logic error. Get rid of that. Let's see, did we do anything in the wrong order in the parser by any chance? It doesn't look like it. What if we make an expression? Just like that. try that. See what that does. See if that makes a difference. It probably won't, but fingers crossed. Oh! That's a good sign. Table PDF, title, listing. Okay, so it hasn't actually drawn anything. But, you know, let's... Maybe that's because it's decided it hasn't picked anything up. Actually, we don't even need the new line there. So if we go... See what that does. Hope for the best. Regular line detected seg fault. Okay. Yeah, maybe that wasn't the maybe that wasn't the issue. At least we know it's being detected. What's my test NTL actually? Okay, that's the first thing that comes up. Why don't we get rid of it? Put it at the end. See if it... so does it do everything else first and then hit that? Or, yeah. PDF painter finished page has to be called after a page is completed. Terminated. Called after throwing into the... Wait a second. I did call finish page. There wasn't anything else I had to do here, was there? Draw text, finish page. Draw text, finish page. I'm wondering, did I start anything else that might need that anywhere? No, it's definitely in here. It's definitely in this function. Because if we don't call it, it works fine. So it must be this function. No, not this one. Sorry, this one here. I don't understand what's wrong with it. What if we rename it? What if we rename it to regular painter? And I'm typing each of them out just to make sure. Like that. And the finish page has to be called. What if no, definitely needs that. Well, what if we try? Is it because it's on the same page? Oh, that's promising. Okay, so what it looks like is, I think the issue is that once we finish the page, it doesn't want to write to it again, because it writes to it here, but not here. Okay, well, at least we know what the issue is. But how do we get around that? Because we need to be able to draw to the same page. Well, I suppose for now we'll work with that. We'll work with a new page. We don't want to, but it means we can try this here. Oh, did I save that? Yeah. Let's see if, oh, yeah. Oh, forgot to uncomment that, of course. Okay. New paragraph created. Finish page has to be called after a page is completed. Terminate called after throwing an instance of. Okay. What's with that then? Oh, actually. Okay, right, so that works, and but what we need to do is, I want to see what happens if we've got like a really long string here. We don't want to do another line though, because I haven't sorted that out yet. Oh no, we just did run test NTL. Oh. Okay, it runs off the page. That's something we need to sort out as well then. Right. We're sort of getting there. Slowly. We're making a bit of progress because I'm starting to work out what I'm doing with this library, and that's always good. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to detect whether or not the text is within a certain distance from the edge of the page, and then move the text position using this here. But for that, I get the feeling we might not want to use the entire string. So with the parser, we might want to divide it up, like in here, what we did with this. Maybe we want to use a vector for this and do it word by word, so that if the word is gonna overlap a certain distance from the edge, then we move the text position. I think that's the smartest way to do it, or the way that makes most sense. So let's have some fun. So where do we go? We need to basically take this function here, and put it in here. So actually, no. We don't, it doesn't even need to be in an array. We just keep pushing the words through. Word match regular lines. So from there we can just do, I think anyway, word, and what else do we need? Whether it's true or false. Yeah. Right. So the way we're gonna do this. Okay, right. Word and new para. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to have a boolean called new para within the parser, and so when the parser picks up the double forward slash, it sets new para to true. So if new para is true, it sets new para to true in the draw paragraph function, or the function call, and then sets it to false again, so that it's only set to true once it picks up the double forward slash. I don't know, do we have a new line? Yeah, we do. But we haven't implemented it. Okay. And it'll be set to true by default. That way, when we've got the very first paragraph, it will take the first one to be true. True. So I think this is it. I'm just going to check that. Match new line, is that what it's called? Match new line, yep. Excellent. New para equals true. And then if para equals true, oh. Fingers crossed. I've probably forgotten something, but we'll give it a go and see what happens. Core don't finish. Nice. What did we do wrong this time? New paragraph created. Okay. Maybe because we're trying to draw to the page again. This is really annoying. Why? That can't be the way this works. Surely. Surely you can paint to a page multiple times. Finish drawing a page. This has to be going to a page has been drawn complete. So let's get rid of that. We'll make void. What we got? No. Let's go. Because we don't want to finish the page, not straight away. We want to finish it if the text reaches the end, or if the text reaches the end of the page, or if we get to the end of the, what's the word? The end of the NTL file, and the end of the input file. Right. How do we work this out? So if what do we even call it? We did this, yeah, what is it? Did font get font size. Or get font, or string width, that's the one. No, that's not what we need. We need the actual position of it, not the size of it. I'm wondering, the multi-line text, can we use that alongside the rectangle and automatic word wrapping? Current font is used, set font is become at least once. Right, so I looked at this before, and the issue is that we have a height here, which we can't really define. I don't think, anyway. And again, you need the text. And the issue with that is we've got more than just a string. I think it's supposed to be a string. Yeah. Let's go to the top again. So we've got begin text. we need something to get the position. I'm not sure how we do it. Let's go back. Not painter, just right back. If in doubt. So how do they do it here? It's not really what I'm looking for. What difference is, how different is this to? No, that's for drawing a line, not text, draw text. I suppose if we used something like this, we could maybe do if we use something like this, I think there's draw text in here, has it, doesn't it? Yeah, draw single line text string in a pages. If we're doing it word by word, I don't know if it would be quite inefficient, I reckon, but it would be possible to draw the word, have double variables of x and y, and you know, once you've printed the word, you add the width of the word plus the width of a space onto the x double, and once that x double gets to a certain size, that's when you know to start the new line. But rather than calling a new line, you would just use draw text again. We could try that. That's gonna be fun. So we get double y coordinate, double x. I may end up rewriting this entirely, but we'll give it a go. Okay. So x coordinate has to have an initial value, but actually these doubles could be taken from here and plopped right up here without the so that when you initialize it, alright, we don't want that because we don't want it to set the y coordinate every time. And we don't even want this, we want draw text now. We'll just take this out and just get rid of it for now. Double y coordinate. We'll go 20. X coordinate. Oh no, we don't want y coordinate to be 20. We want y coordinate to be like we'll go actually no. We'll declare it here, but we'll set it in here because we need a page to get the height from. Where should we put it? We plop it here, so we'll do minus 40, let's see. No, 75. And just to keep it neat, we'll put some brackets here. Oh, it's right here. Because that's when we called once anyway, so we can use that to initialize the y coordinate. If that is true, and if y no isn't equal to, what did we say the initial one would be? Like, we'll go 75 as well. We'll go 75. So what we're doing here is basically actually no, we don't even need that. We don't even need that. We can just say x coordinate 75 because of course, like, if it's already 75 and we set it to 75, it's not going to make a difference, is it? So, you know, and then we do x coordinate equals plus equals font actually no, that's not what I want. Font metrics string width and it's called text. Oh, do I not need that? Yeah. And we'll do plus space. That's a messy way to do it, but we'll see if that works. And if not, text. Right. And we need to work out how we call the finish page. Actually, after this we'll do I don't know actually. What if it and we don't need that anymore. It's probably we'll get a seg file probably. That's probably not good if we got a massive core file. Not really. It will be. Here's the infinite. Right, so new paragraph created. Draw text. and then add string width to the text. What's wrong with that? Let's see if there's anything wrong with the parser. It should be alright though, I think. Could be to do with this. So let's see if this gets called. So okay. It does. For how long? Okay. So what I think it might be trying to do actually, but it checks though, doesn't it? It checks to see we'll go is it maybe running things through more than once? Because my initial thought was, oh, it's just finding null space and throwing that in there. But it should, the loop should stop after that. Okay. Let's see what. Okay. That actually looks like what it should look like. If we look at that, the positioning looks nice, I would say. It's just that we keep making a new page every time. But that's something we can sort out, I'm sure. Yeah, so finish page has to be called after it's finished, so how about we go end, and then in parser we can pass through whether it's the end of the file or not. So and we'll go up here, new bool, and equals false unless how do we do that? How do we do? So if what's their stream called? Info. Maybe we don't need that. And we do what's called end equals true. And we need to change, what's it called? Render.h. So the draw paragraph now has bool end. And we should be able to make that now. Oh, but we forgot to actually use it, didn't we? And if n is true, don't know if that's the right way to go about it, but we'll find out. Aborted finished page has to be copied if page is completed. Regular line detected. How do we repeatedly write to the same? I don't know. This is once I can if I get this sorted out, we're laughing, because that's the only real issue, is that things are on different pages. Because I've now got my coordinate system, that's just maths, that's easy. You know, if the x coordinate is greater than or equal to whatever, then put it back to the beginning and add to the y coordinate. And if the y coordinate is greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to something, make a new page. You know, it's really straightforward after that, because we've got our own coordinate system. We're just ignoring the multi-line functions that Podofo has, because we don't need them. Maybe it's more efficient doing it that way, but at least this way works, and that's what matters, you know. If it's just writing to the same page multiple times that I need to sort out in my head. I'm quite happy with the progress we've made, though, because at least, you know, if we look at the last PDF file we made. Oh, well, that one's broken. But when we look back at the last one we made, it worked. The positioning was working. It's just drawn to the same page. And that's what I can't seem to get my head around. And I don't know why. I'll keep going though. I'll keep going for a little while longer. And if I can't get anywhere with it, then what I'll do is I'll call it a night and work it out in my own time, because what I don't want to do is just live stream me pulling my hair out. So okay, what's this? What is this? No, I don't think that's what we want. You have to excuse me a second. Right. Yeah, so we're looking. I'll move that from there because that's just making noises. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're getting much support for this. This is really annoying because this is the only real issue we have left. After this we should be smooth sailing. This won't change much, will it? Is that even illegal? Yeah, it still aborts it. What cores have we got? I don't know which one's which. We'll run it again. Core dumped. No, well, we know what it is. Why am I analysing this? We know what the issue is. It's because it wants us to finish the page, but I'm not ready to finish the page. I suppose what we could do for now is work with multiple pages at the moment, and then we can change it later, just so that I can work out the actual position of things. So if you use true else, so let's make a new, I'll get rid of this and do and what we can do as well is why not at 75. Y coordinate is 75. New power is true, and if y no, we want to add to it anyway, so and we're going, what font size we've got, 18. So what we can do down here is change this to mental maths, I don't like it. 57. Okay, how did we stop that before? What was the issue? What was the parser? Probably put that there, so it just keeps going. Yeah, it just keeps going. So we don't want that. New power is true. New paragraph created. And is this definitely the right way around? There's the issue. That's what's wrong. We changed the syntax of my language, and I forgot to change it in the program. Okay, so that doesn't look right. Well, that y coordinate's definitely wrong, and I know why that is. Oh, and we're calling you page every time, aren't we? We don't want that. And it should be... How do we do this again? Like that. Yeah, but we shouldn't have that here. Actually, we'll do... I want to find out what this value is, so that we can set that for the moment. Ooh. Ah. I'm not using that namespace. Test 785. Okay. So get rid of that. Head to the top here. Y coordinate 75. Okay, what happened to our first one? This is general text. I think we need to change the order of the parser. Well, the order that things go in the parser. So this here should be here. We'll see. We'll see if that's the issue. No. How did we fix that before? Is this phone gonna work? Nope. Why not? Sit there. Okay. Actually, this could probably come inside here. Or, no. Not inside there, but here. And not anything else. So just... we don't even need this. We don't. Just take that out. We're not using it anymore. See if that's gonna work. Still stuck in the loop, which is annoying. What can we do about that? What can we do? And actually, oh no, not that one. We can use this again because we want it to do that anyway. Because some people might prefer to have their double forward slashes on a new line, and if they do, then that's allowed. So we need that. Take that out. I think we have a vector in here that we're not using, so we can get rid of that. Yeah. I'm not using. Oh, wait a minute. No, we are using that. I think. No, we're not, but we'll keep it anyway, just for safety. Why? What's the issue? Okay, it's not in here. This isn't the issue at all. It's in the parser because it's the parser that keeps calling it. Throwing it more words. We can do that as well, can't we? That's not the issue. The issue is that it's spitting things back into it, isn't it? That one's important. That's maybe it's the position of that that's not right. We'll see. No. It'll be something. It's always something stupid. It's never something that should actually be an issue. And my ThinkPad's running out of battery, so I'm just going to go grab the charger for that. I might call it a night. We are getting somewhere now. And I just feel like this is, for anyone watching, this is probably going to be pretty boring. So, I'll call it a night. But I'm going to keep trying to work this out, because I really, it's nearly there, it's getting there. So, hopefully there will be another stream in which I actually finish this. But I just need to work out what's causing this to look like that, and I need to work out how to draw to the same page more than once. And after we've done that, it should be easy. So yeah, thanks for anyone that watched. Good night.